Hi crew! Artlist Studio is finally live, and today I'm gonna walk you through its interface and gonna show you some features and how you can execute and make the best out of this incredible tool right now. You can access Artlist Studio just by typing in artlist.io and then going to Studio or just artlist.io/studio. First that we want to do is just to go to our projects. So just go to your projects and you will have there the example project, like the rooftop chase here, but we'll create a new one. So we're gonna call it adventure. This interface looks minimalistic, but there is so much into it. First of all, you have two main tabs. It's framing and directing. To put in simple words, framing is image generating, directing is then animating those images. Let's start with framing. Here we have a prompt box, we have the place to add reference images, we have the characters and locations. Down below we can choose an angle that we wanted to choose the shot type from extreme wide to macro shots, then we can choose the lighting like really dramatic or noir or just some other types, and of course the amount of images that we would want to generate. At the top we have settings. Here in the left one we can choose from the latest models they got here. So I will use Nana Banana for it, though GPT image 2 just dropped and it's a really good model. Then you have the camera type selection. So you have a couple of those, I think about 5, Red, Raptor, RE, VHS, Apple iPhone, yeah. Or auto, or the camera lens you can select from a bit of a variety, I think 5. Then we have the resolution options and the aspect ratio. Here in this interface we can see only 3 options for the aspect ratios. So keep that in mind. When it comes to characters, we can choose from wide variety of characters that are there. I already had a fun just created from the image the dinosaur, but there is a wide variety of already created ones that Artlist already created for you, or you can create a new character just by pressing new character. All you gotta do is just to drop your reference frame, and you can either match it exactly or make it as an inspiration. Just drop one of the reference frames and just describe the character. The man standing on the street. I will specifically create just from one image, just to show you that you can also create the angles on it. So these are the types of characters that have been generated for me. I will go with this one on a green screen. I was of course not specific with the prompt at all, and I should have definitely been more precise, but we can just press create character from it. Yeah, we can just generate more angles, and that is gonna be it. Then we can assign voices to our characters. For example, this one.
Here's a sample of my voice.
Kind of like this.
Here's a sample of my voice. Here's a sample of my voice.
Yeah, different.
Here's a sample of my voice.
Yeah, let's go with the first one. Just like this, we have the angles. We press rather save the changes or use in project. And we have our character here in the project. I didn't name it, but you definitely should name it 100%. Then you can create locations. For example, you can just do it from prompt. For example, urban cyberpunk city in the rain or whatever. So just press generate, and then you can create same locations with different angles, kind of the same thing as with the character. You can create that just from prompt or from your real locations, where you can customize it. Very convenient. Also, you can choose from any location that is in the library as well. There is a lot. So we can actually, for example, select the lecture hall, and we can use it in the project and say that untitled character is giving a lecture in the lecture hall, and then we're gonna select the wide angle, rim light, 4 images, and we would have the high angle view, and just generate 4 images from it, and it will start generating right here. At the same time, we can change the location from the lecture hall, for example, to the woods, use it in project, and stop using the previous location. And then we're gonna say that untitled character is running away from the pack of wolves in the woods, something like that, and generate another portion. This way we're gonna have a couple of reference frames to then start directing our images. So these are the results. Some of them don't look really natural here with some strange glow around. This one looks better for me, so I will use this one. One more thing that is a really cool feature here is that you can actually generate any shot from just the text prompt and create a character right from that image. I will show you how. For example, we will create a superhero flying through the US city. Something like that, really easy. There is a high angle, let's do low angle. And let's do full shot with the golden hour light. Just press generate. Yeah, we have our generated images with superheroes. And if you take a look here, you can actually create a character. So the software detects the character in the image, like the Artlist Studio software. And you also can create location right from this place. So for example, if we create a location, it will start generating the location. And if we want to create a character, it will also start creating a character. How cool is that? Yeah, and now as we have our 2 reference images, we can use the first one as the first reference frame and the second one as the end reference frame. And just go to directing. We have those reference frames here. We can keep the locations. So in directing, we also have settings where you can choose from different models. Like, of course, the best right now, Cadence 2.0. You can choose the camera type. I don't think that we need to choose that right now, as we already have both reference frames here. And you can choose the quality, which will go for 720, same aspect ratio. Difference here is that you can choose the direction. Let's do 10 seconds. We can choose the camera moves, like anything, static, handheld, orbiting. We will be actually zooming in. So we'll choose that. We can use the character voice, and we can select the number of videos that we want to create. And what is really also cool about the prompt box is you can use the structured prompt box, which actually allows you, for example, to divide the prompt to action and to sound. Whilst in framing, you can literally put much more stuff into it, like the composition, the style of the image, and the mood. Yeah, and so here I can just type in that the camera zooms into the man who is giving a lecture in an empty lecture room. How weird is that? The environment starts transforming into the woods, and the man starts running away from the pack of wolves. And the sound, I would say, what's going on? Yeah, and just press generate. Yeah, so we have the generated shot.
Anadri rescriptures eventsware. What's going on?
Yeah, that was a test prompt, so it wasn't that specific. But what we have. So This is the whole interface. It's really powerful. Artlist is going to get more and more features into it as well. And right now, upon their launch, they also have a special offer. They give away 50k extra credits for those who subscribe to Artlist. So definitely is a good chance to do that. 50k credits is exactly 10 5-second Seedance 2.0 videos. So I hope this was a really nice walkthrough and it was helpful to you. See you in the next one.